Okay, so for my apron, I'm using piece 1, pockets 4, so I should have 2 pockets cut out, and then pieces 2 and 3, so that cut me out 2 of each of these. And now my next step is to iron. Now, these I don't have to iron any, these I won't need to iron any specific way. I'm just going to iron them to make sure that they're straight. Check the temperature on your iron, make sure that it's not going to mess up your fabric. So, just iron these to make sure that they're straight. But for the actual apron itself in part 1, first I'm going to make sure that I get this crease out of the center. So and I can work more on that at a later point, just to show you all the next step. Next, you need a seam gauge. This is a seam gauge. This is what a seam gauge looks like. It has different numbers, and that's, a ruler, it's sizes. For this project, we're going to use a 1/2 inch, okay? And I'm going to use my seam gauge to help me iron all the way around a 1/2 inch. So, do you see how I have my seam gauge set that shows me that I have it ironed in a 1/2 inch? Iron that down. Now move it here, a 1/2 inch. Now I can move this over a little bit. It's folded down a 1/2 inch. Move it over a little bit. Folding it down a 1/2 inch. Moving it 1/2 inch. Move this over a 1/2 inch. Okay, and I'm going to do that all the way around my entire apron. Okay, the 1/2 inch all the way around my entire apron. This part right here might be a little tricky because it's on a curve, but still, it will be just as easy once you get it going. This part that's where it starts. 1/2 inch. Now, if you're not, I can move pretty quickly, so it's not going to burn my fabric for me to do this. But this seam gauge has plastic on it, so we don't want to burn the plastic. So be careful about the iron getting on the plastic for too much. And then also, if you have a delicate fabric that could burn easy, you'll need to be more careful with the iron. Or if you're moving a little slower than the pace that I'm moving at, then you might be more careful with the iron. Remember what Hayden said. You don't move the pattern, you move. So now you're going to go here. Okay, so you see I have this folded over, this folded over. When you're going to do corners, so here we already have it folded over here and here. You'll do just like a present, okay? Just like wrapping a gift. Fold it over. Get your corner. She's just like, I think so. Okay, so I'm going to do this all the way around my apron. Once I'm done doing a 1/2 inch all the way around my apron, let's just imagine that I have it finished already. Then you're going to go back around and do another 1/2 inch all the way around, and that's going to give it a finished edge look. So, making sure that you do this correctly and, you know, at the accurate measurement is going to make your sewing a lot easier. So, it's going to be folded and ironed down, going all the way around on every single side of your apron. Alright, and when you're finished, you'll see that you have this finished edge look. You're not going to see any raw edges. So then I would do this side. That would give me the finished edge look all the way around. You're going to do this all the way around, just piece number 1. Pieces number 2 and 3, you do not have to do it. You just have to iron that out. You're not going to worry about the edges at all. Your pockets, however, no matter how many pockets you're doing or what type of pocket, because the inside of the pocket's not going to be seen, you do not have to do it twice for the finished edge, but you are going to iron all the way around every single side of your pocket one time with the 1/2 inch measurement. So again, with the apron, you're going to do it twice. So it will be a 1/2 inch and then another 1/2 inch that you're folding over and ironing. But with your pocket, it's just going to be that 1/2 inch all the way around. And that's it. Next one now.